This is the Transforming Anxiety Podcast with Kelly Hanlon McCormick, and today is episode number 226. Right now, it's like this. Welcome to Transforming Anxiety. I'm your host, Kelly McCormick. I'm a mom to 2 boys, a wife, friend, daughter, and sister, and I'm a certified life coach, yoga teacher, and soon-to-be mindfulness meditation teacher. I'm no stranger to anxiety, and I'm here to teach you how to manage your mind and your emotions so that you too can transform anxiety into calm, peace, and whatever you want for your life. I'm so glad you're here. Hey there. Welcome in today. Hi, I missed you last week. Yeah, last week was a week. My family said goodbye to our last cat last week, Baxter. Bad Baxter, that was his nickname. At one point we had 4 cats, which, yeah, sure, maybe I was a crazy cat lady, but I loved them. And what happens when you get 4 kittens in the span of 2 years is that you lose them in about that time too. And it was hard and it was sad. And the other 3 cats were more my cats. You know how cats can kind of be. Baxter was everybody's cat. And if you walked in the front door, he was your cat. So my boys are really sad now too. And my younger son, I asked him the other day how he was doing, how he was feeling, and what he was thinking about Baxter. And he said this, you ready? He said, "It feels blank without him." Oh, yeah, I knew exactly what he meant, blank, right? He didn't say he was sad. He didn't say he missed him. It was just so much more precise. Kids come up with the most perfect ways of saying things sometimes, I swear. Kids and poets, right? So anyway, I'm back. It's good to be with you here, hanging out and having our conversations. And we're going to have a good one today, I think. Also, I told you last time, which was a couple weeks ago, that I wanted to set intentions for our conversations moving forward. Right? To set the stage a bit and let you know what was behind the idea, like why we're talking about what we're talking about in any given episode. So I guess I should tell you, first of all, that today we're exploring a teaching that goes like this. Right now, it's like this. This is something I've been practicing for a few years now, practicing with. I started with this during the pandemic, and it's been pretty powerful. And the intention behind this, though, my intention with this conversation is that we have a way to practice acceptance. Not the way, right? There's many paths in, and I think we need many different ways and tools and angles to get where we want to go, which is perhaps kinder and more compassionate and really just being the most ourselves that we can be, right? The most genuine and real versions of ourselves, right? But this is a way to see what's in front of us and to be with it. Right now, it's like this. So it is going to be kind of short and sweet today. And listen, it's been a while since we've done an episode about how it is when things are hard, like when you're in it, when emotions and anxiety and overwhelm and sometimes feeling completely frozen by just how damn lifey life can be, right? When all of that really ratchets up. So I figured it's time. Let's talk about that. And I thought I'd frame it in a way that I first learned from one of my most beloved meditation teachers, Leslie Booker, which is, right now, it's like this. This is one of those teachings that you can sit with for a long time. And the more you experience, the more you feel, the more you observe and stay aware, this teaching just gets deeper and more nuanced. This is an invitation to the present moment. What's happening right now? What am I thinking? How am I feeling? What emotions are present? But also, what sensations? Am I cold, hot, hungry, thirsty, tired? What's happening right now? Like, this in and of itself is really valuable. We're usually trying to run away from the present moment, trying to escape or route around or avoid what's happening right now. We spend a lot of our lives looking towards the past with regret or guilt or beating ourselves up over something we said or did or didn't say or do. Or we mentally time travel into the future, right? And we try to plan and schedule and organize and control some fantasy future, something that hasn't happened yet, that's not here, that we can't possibly control from here, from this moment. So, right now, it's like this. It starts with that simple invitation to be here. Like, what's happening right now? What's in this moment? How am I? What does right now look like? Right now, it's like this. So we get aware. That's first. What is right now? What does right now look like? Feel like? And then the second part of the teaching, it's like this. This is just a friendly reminder about reality, right? Here's what is. This is what it is. Right now, it's like this. We live so much of our lives in our heads with our preferences and our desires and our wants. How do I want to feel? What do I wish were happening? What would be easier for me, simpler, more preferable? It's interesting to understand it doesn't matter. Because right now, it's like this. We don't really need to think about it as much as we can just flow with it, be in it, let life be. In fact, Michael Singer, he wrote a whole book about this. It's called The Surrender Experiment. And he wrote this: am I better off making up an alternate reality in my mind and then fighting with reality to make it be my way? Or am I better off letting go of what I want and serving the same forces of reality that managed to create the entire perfection of the universe around me? So another way to say that is, when I see what's happening in front of me, do I want to accept that and flow with it? Or do I want to fight with reality and try to force my own vision onto the world, even when I know that doesn't work? Because you've likely noticed this. It never works when we choose our personal preferences over reality. We can wish things were other than they are, but reality stays reality no matter what we want, right? Right now, it's like this. That's reality. Reality shows up in every moment. The sun, the rain, the win, the loss, the success, the failure, the connection, the falling apart. Reality. Right now, it's like this. Can I let go of what I want and serve reality instead? Right now, it's like this. Really, this is a way of practicing acceptance. Yeah? A way of seeing what is, getting aware, noticing this moment, and then simply saying, it's like this. I don't have to like it. I don't have to enjoy it. It just is. This is it. This is happening. And I tell you what, when you're in it, like when things are overwhelming, when things are too much, when things seem pretty intense, this is actually a balm, this teaching, because there's no fight. There's no resistance. Just right now, it's like this. Let reality be. There's almost a relief in it. Oh, right now it's like this. It's like we realize I don't have to do anything in this moment. No fight, no resistance, no avoidance, just a sense of being with what is. So yes, it's a practice of acceptance. Again, we're in our heads. We're holding and believing and gripping and wanting and pushing and fighting with everything. Life keeps unfolding. We make judgment after judgment about it. Like, don't like. Like, don't like. When we approach all of it with the mindset of right now, it's like this, we start to see it differently. It's like, oh, I don't have to fight. There's nothing really for me to fight. Now, we've all seen toddlers throw temper tantrums in the store, right? They want something, they want to look at something, they don't like something, and they throw a fit. Yeah. And we pass by, or many of us have been on the receiving end of that as the parent, and we think, oh, yeah, little one, yes. But also we know it's like, you're not going to win this battle. You're two. It's a fight for nothing. They scream and the flailing, right? It's going nowhere. Folks, we do this too. We argue with life all the time. We argue with reality. We're throwing fits. We want things and hate things and complain. And we look to convince and change and control. It can be so exhausting, so depleting, so infuriating. It's tough. We've quite literally all been there. Yeah? But right now, it's like this. That's all. No need to fight. No temper tantrum will change things. Because right now, it's like this. In another place in his book, Mickey Singer wrote this. He says, the practice of surrender was actually done in two very distinct steps. First, you let go of the personal reactions of like and dislike that form inside your mind and heart. And second, with the resultant sense of clarity, you simply look to what is being asked of you by the situation unfolding in front of you. So, yeah, said another way, you can simply look to see what is being asked of you by the situation unfolding in front of you. Right? Said another way, right now, it's like this. What is being asked of me? A question I ask pretty much everyone I work with at some point is, now what? All of these things imply acceptance. They all demand a certain amount of yes to reality and okay to this moment. Because if you're fighting and resisting and arguing with the moment, you cannot get to a place where you're simply looking to see what is being asked of you by the situation unfolding in front of you. These are mutually exclusive places to be, mentally and emotionally. You can argue, or you can say, right now, it's like this. But he starts with this suggestion, right? First, you let go of the personal reactions of like and dislike that form inside your mind and heart. Can we talk about that for a moment? Because that's a relatively short sentence compared with what's being asked. Let go of the personal reactions of like and dislike. Honestly, that's all we do all day, every day. Like, dislike. Like, dislike. People, food, ideas, headlines, words, how your shoes feel on your feet, what you're doing this evening, how your parents responded, your next work project, how your kid is showing up, what your partner is doing. Like, dislike. Like, dislike. So I want to just remind you, letting go of our personal reactions to these things, this is no small thing. He says it all easy breezy in this one sentence. But for most of us, that's a lifetime of work right there. Can I let people do whatever they want to do? Can I let headlines and politicians and economies and judges and juries just do whatever the hell they want? Can I let my kids be who they are instead of who I want them to be? Can I watch as life gets all lifey and just let it? So yeah, there's a lot in there. Letting go of the personal reactions of like and dislike. Yep. But we practice, right? We point ourselves in that direction and we try again and again, even when it doesn't go so hot. Even when we kind of suck at it, even when we watch ourselves totally, actively, obviously not let go, we just get aware. We say, yep, that's happening. And then we try again, over and over. Now, you've probably noticed this conversation hasn't really been full of practical tips and things you can sink your teeth into and go do. Right? This is one of those bigger, deeper teachings that we just kind of have to marinate in, like forever, right? Right now, it's like this. Right now, it's like this. Moment after moment, breath by breath. Yes, right now, it's like this. So I'm curious to hear how this is for you. How this one feels, this teaching, how this lands for you. So let me know. This is a teaching I've been sitting with for a couple of years now. It's something I return to over and over again. Honestly, it's become a bit of a respite. This is a place that I can go and just rest and breathe. I don't like it. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or lie to you about that. But there's realness to it. There's a solidity to it. There's a simplicity in the fact that it's real. At least there's that. Right now, it's like this. So I will be back next week for more Transforming Anxiety. Practice, breathe, see how it feels. Be gentle with yourself and know I'm practicing with you. Yeah. I will talk to you again soon. And until our next conversation, please take care. Do you have someone to help you with your stress, anxiety, worry, and overwhelm? If not, I would love to be your coach. The Fierce Calm Project is my virtual coaching program where we get to go in on topics like this one, and I can help you apply these lessons to your life so that you're creating your own transformation. We do live coaching calls, guided meditations, on-demand yoga classes. We hold book club where we read books your neighborhood book club won't, and there's lots of bonus content that I've created just for you. When you're ready to take what you're learning on the podcast to a whole other level, then come on over and check out the Fierce Calm Project at kellyhanlonmccormick.com/Fierce Calm Project.